Okay, you're welcome. Yes, Oluwadamilola David Anjorin, your number one realtor and investment coach. Today, I'm talking about think of liquidity while purchasing a land. How do I mean? What is liquidity? High liquidity means the ease of converting a particular uh, asset back into money. And low liquidity means it's very difficult to convert it into money. So while purchasing a land for investment, don't just be psyched by the joy of purchasing land that you are not even caring about the location you are purchasing it. Most of people purchasing land purchase it for investment. So if you are purchasing it for investment, why don't you think of the ease of selling the land back? If you're purchasing land from Omonile, for example, and there is no good layout, there is no good document attached, maybe the person selling it to you only has land receipts, you are still the one that will go ahead to get survey, to get deed of assignment, to get your CFO, and you don't even you can't afford that at the moment. So look at all those things. How do you expect that land to be having good liquidity? It won't, because you are not thinking of the liquidity when you are purchasing. You are actually thinking that it was cheap. So when purchasing a land in real estate, think of liquidity. It's going to it's going to help you. The liquidity must be very good. So you must have high liquidity for you to purchase the land. When you're purchasing the land in an estate, as the estate is growing, the land value will be growing. When you're purchasing the land in a good neighborhood, as the neighborhood is developing, your land value will be developing. And the convenience of you selling it is going to be high. That means it's having high liquidity. So while purchasing the land for investment, you need to think of the liquidity. You need to think of how convenient will you be able to sell it back. I remember a friend of mine wanted to sell a plot of land. He's having a visa to France and he wanted to travel to France from Nigeria. And actually a Nigerian in Dubai want to purchase the land from me. But you know what? My friend did not have a good neighborhood. The land is just in the middle of people that are not caring about real estate. They don't even. That's just somewhere that does not even has value, and he's having problems selling it off. It was towards that time he's running to do his survey, running to do his deed of assignment, just to be able to get the person to buy. Because the person is ready to buy, he has the money in Dubai. The Nigerian in Dubai is ready to buy, and he needs to meet a target. He wants to actually support his sister that want to travel out. So he needs the money urgently, but at the same time, he's unable to sell it because while he was purchasing the land, he did not think of liquidity. So one of the things you should take note is liquidity while purchasing a land. Make sure you take note of liquidity. Don't buy a land for buying sake. Look at it. Will people want to come to this environment in the future? Come on, you are a business person. Come on, you are a real estate business. Why don't you think of the convenience of selling the land in the future? So one of the things you should think of is a good environment while purchasing the land. Think of a good neighborhood. Think of layouts. Is there layouts there? I've been to places in some southwest Nigeria part, and I've seen that there are buildings without layout. You have a car, you will park it and be trekking because there's no road access for car. It's quite unfortunate. You need to understand that the neighborhood of an estate, the landmarks of an estate, the landmarks of the land you are purchasing affect the value of the land, and they can help the liquidity to be high. So while purchasing a property, think of liquidity. Think of liquidity. Is it going to have high liquidity in the future? And this is going to make you a multi-time millionaire. Imagine putting a house for sale, and part of the person you're asking them to print a banner that you want to sell a property are actually the one that is saying, no need for you to print it anymore. We've seen a buyer. That's the beauty of real estate. Before you sell, you're already having a buyer. That's the beauty of real estate. So think of high liquidity while purchasing a land. Don't just buy land for the sake of buying. If you are buying it for investment, buy land so that you can sell it off, and think of the liquidity. Think of high liquidity, which is the ease of which you are selling before you buy a land, so that you won't encounter low liquidity, which is going to be difficulty in converting such property to land. These are the things I want you to take note of. Once again, I'm Oluwadamilola David Anjorin. I'm actually running a 30 minutes free real estate consultancy plan. You can come and learn personally with me for 30 minutes, drawing a personalized roadmap from where you are to where you're going to towards your real estate success. It's going to help you. It's going to be amazing, and you're going to enjoy the teaching. Once again, here's Oluwadamilola David Anjorin. Stay tuned.